Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool. City lights shining so bright. Fine dining lights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
No one's bigger than the program. What's up, YouTube? Back for another quickie. You got to get this in. Women are selfish. They're selfish. You know, they get everything from their men and don't want to give nothing back. Even if it's free. They don't even want to give their man free shit. They don't even want to give their man a free hug. Right? These women are selfish. And, you know, they make it obvious. And it's just a way they express themselves. And it's just the facts. And until we as men realize that these women don't care about us the way we think they care about us, and that when they do join with us, they just want us there for whatever it is that they need and nothing more, then it'll be a lot more understandable why you don't marry these women, why you don't, we got to walk and approach these women like they want to be treated in a business perspective. Because women are moving with business mindsets. They look at us as business, like a business acquisition. They don't give a fuck about your personality. They don't care about that. They want to know, can you provide the things that make them happy? And that's what it is. That's what they want. They don't want to do nothing to make you feel special. And that's just the fact of the matter. I think us men are delusional to think that, oh, my wife, she's just so great. She loves me because she ain't having sex with nobody else. She ain't this, she ain't that. That's my baby. Huh? Until you find out she got a work husband. Until you find out that she been creeping. Huh? Women are acting like they're Burger King, having it their way. They make everything about themselves, nothing about the man. Right? They demands are 6 feet, 6 figures. We know the song, right? And then on top of that, they want a nigga who's emotionally intelligent. Then they want you to, be a protector. They got all these high ass expectations But what's the return on that, though? What's the reciprocation? She might give you some coochie, might not. I don't know. She depends on how she feel. She might not give you none because she feel like the way you treat her is what she deserves. You should be lucky to be in her presence. These women don't give a fuck. And they savage with it. See, grandma and them used to lie to grandpa sometime, right? They at least, if grandpa was lacking, they make him feel that because they really kind of just liked the survival style that grandpa provided, right? As long as they fix him a plate and tell him he's handsome, that was able to, keep the money coming in. She give him the money, give her the money, and then she goes shopping. Now that these women they don't need grandpa no more. They don't need the man no more. Independent. Huh? What Beyonce say? I'm a single lady. I'm a single lady. I'm a single. Even when even when a woman marries a man, she's still single. Because she's of a single mentality. Her mentality is, I'm independent and I can do this without him. So women are marrying single. Okay. You think you put that ring on it and you go down cross that threshold? You think she's yours? You think she belongs to you? Until she slides you those papers. Until she slides you to sign on the dotted line. Stupid. I'm sick of you. I don't want you no more. And the women who are in marriages, who are lasting 10, 15 years, they don't even want to run their man's bathwater. They don't want to cater to their man. They don't want to take off his shoes, right? They don't want to make him feel like a king. They don't want to pay. They don't want to take over, the financial responsibility for him. Just, listen, Kane, let me take off some of the load for you, Kane. You know what? You just take a step back. Save all your money for something else. I'm going to step up because you've been here for me. You've been showing up for me. Now it's time for me to reciprocate that. Women are not doing that. They don't even want to do the free shit. Like, dancing nasty for their man. Get on put on a nice lingerie, twerk it on their husband when he get home from work. Hell no. They're like, fuck no. He don't deserve that. Oh, but he's paying the mortgage. Hey. He handling that business. He handling that telephone bill. Hey. It's okay though, but it is what it is. This is why men, I think, has changed. I think I used to, when I first came into this YouTube space, I used to think the women really believed in the Disneyland thing. Like they were delusional about the Disneyland prince and all this, right? But I'm starting to think it's more of the men. The men are more Disneyland delusional than the women. Because they really think that they're good women out here. They really believe that they're good women out here. And the reason why they think there's good women out here because they watch too many cartoons. Oh, when I was growing up, we never see mom and dad argue. Yeah, because they didn't let you see it. They didn't let you see it. They would hide it. Parents put on a show back in the day. They just wanted to make themselves look like they're happy because, they want to put on a good example for the kids. But what happened? Mom was whispering, oh, baby, don't be like me. Get you a job, be independent. You never depend on a man. I don't want you to be like me in this dungeon. Don't be oppressed like me, right? That's what they're telling their daughters. Mama's oppressed. Huh? Huh?
First, though.
Because if we don't have ourselves, then how can we expect you to have us?
Well, what we're saying is,
No, you
It's not
came
selfish.
into this world by yourself.
That's the
you
only
will
relationship
leave
forever.
by yourself.
Even death do us
Thank
part.
you.
Someone's dying.
Exactly.
And you're still with who? Yourself.
Thank you.
So that's why your relationship with yourself is so important. And that's what I'm
fellas,
saying.
Be selfish.
Beginning.
Get off.
No, Rico, that's good.
Yes, be selfish, but not in a way that is
I
like
don't even want to hear your reasons of ways.
no, because monogamy works clearly because that's how America was built. Like that's how families came. That's how kids were born. That's all of that. I am like a very much believer in gray.
You just have to choose what works for you.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
hate that fucking thing so much. If I could like take that and put it into an object and just step on it and spit on it and light it on fire.
Choose what works for
and just-
you. Was that your bad advice?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
And then I could just light it on fire and just throw it out. And I'd be like, that's what works for you gets you. Basura.
But what if you?
I think that women compete with other women when it comes to getting their body done and their ear lashes. Come on, Aaron, are you serious?
Hold on, Rico. Why did you have to make it like it's early?
Yo, I don't know. Like,
Why?
can
That
I
was
get
so
my
horrible.
goddamn thought out?
It looks like he's throwing up.
Like, we didn't need sound effects.
It does though.
Hey guys, thank y'all for joining us on our live show here at 8 at the Table. Just want to say we love y'all. We really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being engaged, for watching our content and commenting everything, subscribing. We appreciate it. Y'all help us continue to do what we do. We have a really good topic today because I'm sure we're going to hear some foolishness. We're going to be talking about the absolute worst dating advice that we have received. All right, so who has the worst advice?
Our guest, Mara.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
My bad, Mara. I'm
She's so comfortable.
because we were already sitting here talking and stuff.
I'm with it.
I'm tripping. Anyway, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us about your platform, where you're from, what you got coming up, so on and so
Okay.
forth.
I am Mara. I am on another podcast actually in Philly. It's called the Love and Then What podcast, and I also own a clothing brand and like a mindset brand. It's called Fairy Garden Mindset. I'm wearing it today. I was like so excited for this topic because I'm like I feel like people often like overvalue relationships with other people rather than valuing like the one
Themselves.
that you have with yourself. So yeah, you can find me on Instagram. MarbyXO is my Instagram handle. It's MAURBIEXO. And yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
She's a
What day?
Pisces.
What day do you guys? What day do you guys tape or post?
We record usually on Wednesdays, and they come out every Monday.
Okay, so make sure y'all look for her every Monday on her
Is it on
on her
YouTube?
podcast.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on all the. It's okay. It makes sense to like connect with multiple people and like explore like yourself. Like yeah, well, multiple people in the sense of like. I think it's natural to like meet someone and be like lit. You could potentially be lit up by someone, and it doesn't mean that you love someone else less because you're like, oh, you get what I'm
We
saying?
have a connection.
More so like,
I think what you're saying is that you feel love is infinite and you can love multiple people
Yeah.
and it's not.
I think like
limited.
I am love. Like I just live it all the time. So like I think
Diddy
that-
too.
Diddy too. No, exactly. It's actually so funny
No way.
because my friend works for him and before he like changed his name, like so one of the designs that I have on my website is like an open sign, a neon open sign, and it has a heart and a brain and it's like open heart, open mind. And I'm like,
Mhm.
when you are open, like that is like your most loving state. And it's like I think we were like briefly talking about I think actually we were talking about it, but in the other room like attachment versus love. Like I
Mhm.
think that we've been like conditioned to be attached more than we are to be. You need your own space. This
mean,
is what I'm saying. Your relationship with yourself, though, like you have to advocate for yourself in that time. And nothing I'm going to say right now. First off, you're not going to hear me. Second off, nothing I'm going to say is even going to be beneficial to this. So let's just chill the fuck out, and we can come back if we have to. Or when if you're married, you have to. So sorry. But if it's your boyfriend, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
because I definitely don't got to do this.
I
No,
done
but
definitely
just
been
like
asleep.
fixing things just in the sake of like, okay, we got to fix this because we can't keep at this all night. That is most of the times not really beneficial to the actual cause, because just to like sweep something under the rug or just to be like, okay, fine, you got it, you're right. Are we done? Can we put this to bed? That doesn't really solve issues. Like it is best to take a beat, sleep on it, and maybe just think more clearly about your position, about the other person's position, and you guys can have a more adult conversation without the arguing and the yelling or whatever. Maybe tomorrow.
You know, here's my issue with going to sleep mad, right? Like, I don't mind being upset. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect, right? Or me. But finding a middle ground before we go to sleep is so important to me, because I've been in relationships where we didn't, and we'll go to sleep. And when we
Somebody
wake up,
died.
nah.
No, that's what I keep
What you just
thinking.
pretend it didn't happen.
No, because I'm assuming that we're living together, right? So, like, let's say we're living together in this example. We argue, we fight, we go to sleep mad, and then we wake up. And let's just say if usually you cook breakfast in the morning, and now you don't cook breakfast,
You ain't got no
I'm
breakfast,
just adding
bruh.
on to the tally. And then let's say
make you breakfast.
no, but I'm saying like I've been in relationships.
I'm so mad that I'm not hungry.
I'm actually going to the diner. For
So
breakfast.
and then I'll add that there, and then let's
You
say
can't
if-
make your own breakfast.
no, but I'm saying like now I know that you're stepping out of the routine, which is crazy to me. So now let's say if I usually do something for you at around noon, right? And now because you didn't make me breakfast, I ain't doing what I do for you at noon.
Well, you're
We keep we keep having these discussions. Excuse me, I got just a cough that's irritating. But we just keep having discussions over and over again about, we got to point out, well, if I do this, then you should do that. It's like men are sitting here trying to say, well, hey, let's have the conversation. There is no conversation at this point. Women are going to be what they're going to be, and they're not going to change. We got to accept the fact. We got to embrace the fact that women are just what they are, and act accordingly. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, feminism is fresh and coming stronger than ever. And women love it. They breathe it. Women want and love the power that obtained through what they think is superiority of thinking. They want to be in control. They want to be the boss because they think they can do things better. They think their way of thinking is superior to men. Let's believe this. Sexual liberation, release the monster. You release the monster. And now men are trying to talk them back. We trying to have conversation, talk them back into the fold, talk them back into being traditional, talking back to the feminine. And women's greatest power is in her femininity. what you bring to the table. This is just a conversation carousel at this point. Because the way women see it, they are the prize. And that's not going nowhere. And then there's a group subset of men who are still putting these women on pedestals, you know. And so therefore, with men championing them and giving them this sense of power and empowerment, it just only strengthens their position. And it's just going to get worse. It's only going to get worse as time goes on. And we just got to accept the fact that men are going to continue to praise these women, to uplift these women. And that's just a simple fact.
You're going tit for tat. You're just being reactive.
And that's why I think that finding middle ground is so important for me, because I have a problem with over expanding myself when we're having an argument, because I usually try to diffuse it regardless, because I can't do confrontation for too long without getting extremely upset. So for me to like diffuse that and to make sure that I check myself, I'm like, yo, listen, hey, I'm not saying we got to solve this right now, but you know, this and this happened, this and this was said. I kind of get what you're saying. You kind of get what I'm saying, but let's revisit this tomorrow. But like at least going to bed at a cool level and upset rather than going to bed angry.
Yeah.
Because like I don't do well when the tit for tat starts. And then from there, it's like a slippery slope. Because then that's when we not married? Okay.
Right. So if you're married, you can just go to sleep.
Say, well, if you're not married, then don't expect no breakfast.
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Wait, what? What'd you say?
Wait, if you're not married, then don't expect the breakfast.
No, if
This
you're
is
in a
outrageous.
look,
Like,
if
I
I've
can't
been
talk to
making
24-year-olds.
breakfast for you 362 days,
Yeah.
and we have an argument, I'm gonna still make you your breakfast.
Thank you.
But it's just like the issue's just not resolved.
But that'll make me like, see, that to me is like when you're really in love with the relationship and you're committed to the relationship. When you can do those things even despite your anger. Like I can't do well with spiteful actions. Like spiteful actions to me is malicious. Anything malicious to me is an attack. Anything that's an attack to me gets a response. That's just how I respond to it. So like if you start being spiteful towards me,
Did you think about that like before you just said it?
no.
He has boots on. He's at war.
Why?
I was about to say, is this how you go about your arguments at home? Like, do you have that correlated in your brain already?
In my mind, anything spiteful to me is malicious. Anything malicious to me is an attack.
Yeah, that rolled off the tongue for you.
I've
That's
never
why I
said it
was-
before, but
okay.
I'm good at my job. Thank you. So what happens to me is like once you start the spiteful actions, to me now you just open up a whole different playing field, and it's never good, not for me and not for you. And especially because I usually try to be the bigger person before we go to sleep. So you already shoot me away, and then you go on to be spiteful the next morning. I just can't do well with those things. So for me, going to bed mad is a no-go. So I think if somebody gave me that advice, I would say the way I respond to it, thank you. Because I need that.
Thank you.
But y'all go to bed mad? I don't know how y'all do
I
it.
think it depends on what you're discussing.
Like
or
who's
what
in the
was
wrong?
Yeah, or what was done.
That's all right.
That's another thing
because-
though,
True.
like the whole wrong and right. Like I'm not
Yeah, like
Well-
we could be arguing about something. You could think that I'm wrong about something.
No,
But
no,
I
no.
think
That's
I'm
not what I'm talking about. There are things that are like clearly wrong. You recognize that it's wrong.
Right.
We both recognize that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Like
I-
morally wrong.
No, it broke an agreement
Like,
that
let's
has been
just say he-
established in that relationship.
Like an
I think-
example would be he stepped outside of the relationship in a sexual manner.
No, let's say you went
I'm
and
not going to bed.
spent
I'm mad about that.
like $10,000 that we had planned for something else.
Okay.
And I ain't know.
Oh yeah, I'll be. Yeah, it's gonna take more than one night.
Right.
So
So that's what I'm saying. Like things
30 days.
I think it depends on like what we're discussing or what we're arguing about, because we both know you're wrong. But in my mind, I need to know like what led you to do that. Like what gave you the authority or the confidence to think that that was a good decision. You know, I just have to understand, because you can't just say you went and spent our money, you know, that we had set aside for something else. Your money, do what you want to do. I don't give a fuck. But our money,
Like we've been like stacking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so
We had like a shared goal.
exactly.
And then you just went off track.
So again, it goes back to what the argument is over. And I just don't, it's not always possible to go to bed
Resolve.
unbothered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I say situations like that, I say the same amount of effort and energy that you spent in that action or allegation, whatever the reason for that discernment is, you need to spend the same amount of energy in that apology. So if you spent 10,
And this is why the relationships aren't working. This is why the relationships are so messed up. Because too many leaders, too many chiefs, and not enough Indians. And as long as that you have, you know, or you feel like you have the ability to challenge, you know, maybe the husband took the money and invested it. I don't know, and it went bad. His intentions were to double it, but it went bad. You got to rock with him. But the selfish mindset, one who is selfish, is only going to think of oneself. Being selfish, it makes it hard to love somebody else. And that's just the fact of the matter. Selfishness breeds lack of love and a lot of neglect. You're neglecting the people around you. You're neglecting the ones you love because you don't give a fuck. You first. Me, 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 me. And women do this all the time in these relationships. And they think it's healthy. They think it's normal. They think it's okay because this is why they do it so much. And men are enablers. Men enable these behaviors by rewarding them with marriages, rewarding them with, you know, monogamy.